All right. Speaking of which, let's get to the Harry Sison stuff. Hey, by the way, thank you. Klopogram and I talk before the show, and we do show prep together. And I told him, I said, at the 36-minute mark, I need you to write something about me touching you somewhere. And we're going to use that to go into the Harry Sison thing. And he said, all right, I got you, boss. I'm not going to let you down. And look at the kid. He knocked it out of the goddamn park. Great job. Great job. So here we go. This is... Boy, when these women get mad at a guy, they really dig in and do their research, and they come to you with stacks of papers. Do you know what this piece of shit did? And nobody is more scorned than a progressive woman who finds out that one of their liberal dude heroes is a piece of shit, like the conservatives that they're always talking about. So Harry Sison, if you don't know who he is, he's the guy who looks like clearly gay. Like, he's so gay. He looks like he's wearing heavy theater makeup all the time. And he got famous on TikTok, and the Democrats paid him to put out pro-Democrat shit to get young people to vote Democrat. And then he became like this snarky Gen Z little cunt that only people with a double-digit IQ or under the age of 19 listen to. Everyone else watches him, and it is a generational thing, because anybody over the age of 25 looks at Harry Sison and goes, how does anybody get any of their political takes from this? It's like getting your political takes from me. Don't do it, because I'll switch him tomorrow. But Harry Sison would go on, and he's shilling for Biden up through the debate, and but then when Biden dropped out, he's like, that's so brave of Biden. He did what was right for the country, and oh God, is he unbearable. Well, apparently, Harry Sison has been texting girls, and he's been lying to them so that they would either send him nudes or sleep with him, which no man has ever done before in the history of this great republic. And I, for one, will tell you, I am disgusted by the behavior of Harry Sison. If you can't trust a liberal kid that you were sure was a mo, who can you trust? So this woman is put together, and I don't think I'm going to go over the whole 9.5 minutes, but she went over the whole Harry Sison thing and exactly what it is he did. And again, the funniest thing I've seen about this Harry Sison thing is he texted a girl or DM'd the girl and told her that he was going to fuck her raw after a wine tasting. And if that's not the I'm still keeping one foot in my gay progressive camp thing you've ever heard, I don't know what is. So let's see what she's got on Harry Sison. Now, I think for conservatives, the most shocking part about this whole thing is that Harry Sison's into girls.
Shall we? So before I get into these around 50 screenshots providing evidence and context for anything that I have said, I do want to reiterate something just for even more context. I met Harry in summer of 2020. We were both kind of like the original political TikTokers, and we were on the Dem High Pass, which was a huge political TikTok account.
Which was paid for by the DNC, by the way. So she made a bunch of money doing the Democrat shilling the same way Harry did. Those summer nights, well. Tell me more, were you both DNC shills? Tell me more, babe, are you on the pill? Nah. Tell me more, do you think Biden is dumb? Tell me more, does my hand smell like my cum? Dun, 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 dun. I just imagine, Harry Sison with the girls, a great time. He's a natural ladies' man.
Our relationship has always been friend-based. However,
Sure.
When I did go to Jersey to visit my aunt, he has a summer house there, so we did hook up a couple times. So it was kind of like friends with benefits, but...
I can't help you then. Like, we were young too. I'm not going to judge young people for not knowing what the fuck is what, but we were just friends. No, you weren't. You fucked. The minute you fuck somebody, you are more than friends. Oh, no, our generation has figured out this. Yeah, our generation had it figured out, too. Oh, we could totally fuck, and there could be no strings attached, and everybody would be fine. No, not everybody's going to be fine. It's going to cause a problem. It creates a closeness. It creates a bond. Emotions get involved. You're going to fuck it up. Do you value your friendship? Don't fuck him. Why? Because he's only being friends with you so he can fuck you. Men don't find you interesting. Guys have male friends. That's who they hang out with. And I have bad news, honey. His male friends are 5 million times more fun than you. You know what you've heard? You've heard a woman go, I love doing stuff with the guys. They have so much fun. You know what you never hear a guy say? Why don't you ever let me go to scrapbooking night? Your guys' shit is boring as fuck and it's no fun. Yes, I know you want to be involved with all our stuff. We're really cool and a great time to be around. No guy wants to be your friend. I don't know how many times women need to learn this lesson, and apparently the hard way. No guy wants to be friends with you unless he is a homosexual. And the minute you fuck him, I know you're thinking it's going to be friends with benefits. Nothing will change. Everything will change, including his interest level in you when you don't want to have sex. All of a sudden, he's not going to like the things you thought he liked. He's not going to want to do the things with you that he used to do. Why? Because just like in Go Fish, sweetheart, he got what he wanted. All right? Oh, no, I'm just talking to my friend. He's my friend. Yeah, I'm sure he's your friend. Oh, he is. He's different than other guys. Is he? Go fuck him. Go ahead. Well, we would just be friends with benefits because we already talked about it. He's lying to fuck you. How do you know that? Because it's our move. You think we like the Twilight movies, you asshole?
It was kind of established that if we saw each other in person, we'd probably hook up, but our conversations outside of seeing each other in person or whatever were never really like flirty or anything like that.
You know what? If she's one of the women complaining about Harry Sison, as much as it pains me to say this, I am on Harry Sison's side with this one. You don't want him talking sexually to you, don't fuck him. You don't want him talking sexually to you, ghost him, block him, get rid of him. He's not your buddy. He wanted your pussy. I'm sorry to be so blunt about it, but that's the way it is. Wake the fuck up. And again, I'm not going to trash Gen Z and say this is a them thing. Millennials went through this phase too. Shit, I just learned what's appropriate a year ago. So, I'm new to the game in terms of, oh no, we can do this and it won't create feelings or emotions and it'll just be a fun. Oh, really? Really? Why don't we just tell the truth? I can't stand you anymore. You can't stand me anymore. And I'd take anything that isn't you. And I'm not going to pretend that feeling I have isn't mutual. I understand. You can't care about someone and do shit like that. It doesn't work.
So I was never under any sort of impression that we were exclusive ever. We never were like that. So my story is going to be different than a lot of these girls. Just putting that out there. So you
just had to put that out there that you're just kind of Harry's hoe for a while? Yeah, gals, this third wave feminism, sexual liberation shit, not as badass as you all seem to think it is. Because the outside world doesn't see it and go, wow, she just kind of does what she wants. The rest of us just go, oh, so you're a hoe. Okay, cool.
Until about maybe the beginning of 2023, I would have considered Harry one of my best friends. And let me know if you see a pattern here. But
really God, you know what? I'm ready to take, guys. I am ready to take Harry Sisson's side on this whole thing. If she is gonna go with the angle that, oh, I sent him my tits, or oh, I sucked his dick, or oh, I fucked him because I thought we were friends. You know what? I'm on Harry. Harry did nothing wrong if that's the case. Now, if it turns out to be something else, then it could be something else. But
picked that off was that he was the one recording my rapist when I called him and got him admitting to raping me on audio. Okay, which was
so some guy did the graping. Harry Sison recorded that. So Harry Sison did you a massive favor. Harry Sison helped you through a remarkably traumatic time. Wow. I didn't think it was possible. And maybe this story gets worse, but I'm starting to feel bad for Harry Sison here, boys. Did I hear that right? You said he recorded my grapist admitting he did it? So Harry Sison was a really good guy to you. And you fucked him. And, oh, man. That's dirty, man. That's really dirty.
Was the one recording my grapist when I called him and got him admitting to graping me on audio, okay? Which was great, whatever. And then Harry...
Great! Oh my God, you sociopath. That's great, whatever. No, that's a fucking homeboy move. That's a hardcore, like, I got your back move. Maybe Harry wanted to be more than friends. I don't know.
Started drinking. So, when Harry started drinking, he started getting a lot more aggressively flirty.
Honest. He got more honest. Drunk words are sober thoughts.
I apologize for my hand tremors. I can't control them. But if you want to pause and screenshot those, these are times in which Harry was getting obliterated drunk and calling, FaceTiming, and saying very sexual things to me.
Wait, let me get this straight. So a guy you fucked on the regular got drunk and wrote sexual things to you. I don't understand this shit, man. I'm too old now. I'm just too old. Like, I don't like this low level of personal responsibility. If this is the way it is, I'm out, like, of society. Like, if this is how much leeway we're going to give people who want to sleep, like, you want to sleep around, but take responsibility for your fucking actions. Don't keep blowing a guy, and then when he gets drunk, go, hey, we should hook up again. And then you don't block him, and then you fucking burn him later? No.
I didn't really care. You know, it's whatever. Drunk words, sober thoughts. You get it. And
you don't care, but yet here you are burning this guy. Wow. I am so mad at her for one reason. I'm starting to feel sympathy for Harry Sison, and that angers me greatly.
Then this is when I noticed kind of a shift in Harry. He started to gain a lot more attention, a lot more of a following, and he created a Discord, in which it was a very exclusive Discord, and very strange, creepy people were allowed in the Discord. I was in it for a little bit, but I was like never allowed to talk in it, so that's where...
What do you mean never allowed? Was your keyboard locked? I was never allowed to talk in it. Yeah, you know what happened to Harry Sison? He got more famous and girls started talking to him. And he went, holy shit, I can get pussy. And he used that fame to get laid. Tale as old as time.
Harry meets somebody named Camille. Okay?
Camille, you talk to my friend Harry Sison and he's going to take care of your pussy you got. Camille, if you want to talk about progressive politics and then you want to suck Harry Sison's dick, it sounds like a plan to me. Camille, come talk to Harry Sison and talk into the microphone. I'm sorry. I can't think of the name Camille without thinking of Bill Cosby. He's going to talk about progressive politics, and then he's going to get progressively drunk and then progressively finger your pussy. You're gone.
I was advised not to, by my father, not to pursue an internship or a job with this Camille guy because my dad said he looked sketchy.
Camille's a dude? Everything's gay now. Like, everything. I'm out of touch. Everything's gay, and it's fine.
Harry decided to go ahead and do so. And this is when I started getting messages from a miner, whom I will not say the name.
Taconite? Iron ore? Lithium? Oh, MINOR.
With autism, who is also in the Discord. He was probably around 14 at the time.
Can I tell you something? This is why you should never fuck with it. Discord is for losers. If you're on Discord, you're a bum. And I'll tell you why. It's for that kid. Discord is for 14-year-olds with autism, people who can't connect in the outside world. That's what it should be reserved for. If you're perfectly capable of going out and grocery shopping and going to family and friend events and everything, and then you're like, I'm going to go on Discord, you're a bum, Jules.
And he was sending me some concerning...
Discord is exclusively for 14-year-olds with autism. Reddit is for 30-year-olds with autism.
...things regarding what Camille would send to him. Those are things I cannot show for legal reasons, but... very much so did happen, and I contacted his mom, everything. But you know who was working for him? Harry. And
so wait, this Camille guy's a creep. How is that Harry? Dude, I really don't like her so far.
I told Harry about everything that Camille was doing. Here's the proof of that. This is a conversation between Camille and the minor in question. Camille texts him, why do they know so many details then? Why do they have screenshots? And in those same texts, you will see him saying he's going to lose a business partner, aka Harry. Now, Harry would respond with, yeah, that's super messed up. I won't work for him anymore. That's crazy. Yeah. And then I got this message from the minor saying that Harry still is working for Camille. So I reach out to Harry. And this is the conversation from that little debacle. And then it got to a point wherein I was seeing if I should be contacting the police because this minor happens to be based internationally. He's not in America. And I advise Harry that I'm doing so, and he starts advising me not to do so. Through FaceTime audio, mind you.
Okay.
But here's the conversation about him advising me not to do so. And if you see with all of the other girls too, he loves calling women lunatics, they're crazy, conspiracy theory, his favorite. Okay.
Okay, sounds like Harry's kind of got him nailed. No. Oh, I don't know, man. First of all, I don't see what Harry Sison has done wrong yet. Let's get to that part. So some guy so he doesn't want you to get involved with his boss and and snitch his boss out for something because he's worried he's going to get in trouble. That's a chicken shit move on Harry Sisson's part, but it's something that a lot of people would ask their friends not to do because they'd be worried for their jobs.
Okay, let's continue. Oh, here's a random little tidbit, not really related to what I'm talking about, but I figure I'd share screenshots of Harry with my saved inappropriate photos in the chat. See, I am really sitting here admitting that I did send inappropriate, because it was like a fun little fling. For me, this is like less about the romantic part of anything.
That's convenient. So you just get to leave out the parts that, okay. I mean, this really just seems like a jaded ex that's trying to get him. I mean, I'm not saying that there's not stuff about Harry that looks shitty, but I haven't seen it yet from her.
I don't really mind that. I don't like that they're saved, but like the whole inappropriate photos thing, not really my main issue. The context of it is though. So hold on. So here's
context is you fucked him. God. Have some fucking responsibility for yourself. Jesus Christ.
Saying point blank to Harry, what's a conspiracy theory? The grooming part or me quite literally finding your relationship with Camille and all of this is suspicious. That's a speculation, not a theory. Anyway, and this is after Harry...
What did he say back? Did he defend himself? Did he...
called me about 20 times and me not answering, and him saying, this is truly insane, like, Hannah, you don't know anything about Camille in this entire situation, nor do you know what Chris and I dealt with when it came to Camille. Essentially, like...
Okay, there. That's the first thing I've seen so far that makes me go, yeah, fuck Harry Sison. He's an asshole. He's standing up for some guy who's on Discord talking to a 14-year-old? Yeah, fuck Harry Sison for that. Okay, you got one. The jaded X shit, the 5 minutes of jaded X shit in between, I don't really know.
Putting his issues with Camille above the fact that he's literally grooming a minor. Anyway. Eventually, however, I was manipulated into thinking that he was no longer working for Camille.
All of these strong, independent women, whenever they fuck up, they were always just manipulated. You know, they're badasses, and they really give it to these guys, and they really know what's up. But, boy, you know, when they fuck something up, there's that goddamn Harry Sison manipulating me. That was the problem.
Whoops. So then October 7th happens. I don't know if I showed this.
The Jews got shot up by Hamas that October 7th? That was a fucking tragedy.
Already, but this is also important in the context of everything. I'm sorry this is so confusing. Everything is everywhere.
It's not confusing. None of this is confusing. You have yet to show why Harry Sison is a womanizing piece of shit.
Okay. So then Harry calls me saying that he's making some federal complaint against Camille. Okay, and I'm like,
well, that's
period,
good.
Right? And so here's that conversation. Essentially, he tells me that 2 other people are in on it.
Okay.
And then I said, okay, we had a little tiff pass behind us. We're homies now. He then asked me for nudes, unsent the nudes.
What a little piece of shit. Oh, Harry, come on, man. She's like, this guy's grooming minors. She's like, I know she's grooming minors. I finally get it. I got my posse together. We're going to get him. She's like, oh, that's great. We can be friends again. Cool. Show me your tits. What a little asshole. Oh my God. Let's take a break from this for a second and go to you guys. What a little shithead. You know what, though? Here's where Harry Sison fucked up. He wanted to be in that progressive world. And in that progressive world, the minute you start asking for titties, they're going to burn you on it eventually. So you better not be this progressive, believe all women are amazing, women are the greatest, women's choice. But don't make your whole thing white knighting for girls while you're asking them to show their pussy and you're fucking all your fans and doing all this other shit and you want to rail them after a wine tasting, you man's man, you. I mean, these women are going to fucking burn you. It's a matter of time. I know, Harry, rookie mistake. She said, we can just be friends and have sex. There doesn't need to be feelings attached to it. There will always be Harry, the minute you fuck another girl, she's gonna burn you. She didn't mean it, buddy. There are going to be feelings attached. She thought that's what you wanted to hear, so you would stick around with her. Oh, but remember, it's the guy who's manipulative. She got manipulated. Guys, we're both adults. We're both grown-ups. Own your fuck-ups. CJ with $5 says Sisson's alleged actions is kleptogamy. Evo biologist John Maynard Smith coined the term sneaky fucker. Harry has used manipulation to F her. Doesn't sound like it. Even she says that she was totally with it. It was a fling. $5 from Gray Duckling says, did you hear what Tanya said about Jimmy who saw Sarah? That's what I'm hearing so far. Gray Duckling with $5. Shut up and show your tits. I mean, that last part where Harry Sison goes, are we good now? And she's like, yeah, we're good. He's like, can I see your tits? Fucking A, dude. What a shithead Harry is. Numero uno. Thank you, buddy. My little double agent. We'll get into that too. I got some Rumble rants I need to get through. Just a couple of them. Let's go. $1 from Dive Bar says, give the goddamn guy his $50 drug. Oh shit, I'm sorry. You're right. Here we go.
They are afraid.
Thank you, Ethan. E10. Toad Climbs Mountains with $2 says Cosby impression on cue with the Camille name. Bravo. I mean, look, I keep telling you I'm the best. I'm the best. Miss Tay with $20. Oh my goodness. Tay's moving up the leaderboard. Is she going to do this again? Is Miss Tay making a run again? She says this is for Gray Duckling's total and his love of tits. Oh shit, never mind. 143. 148 because Gray Duckling's thrown in a $5 tonight. So 148 for old Gray Duckling. I don't know. I think Crunchy's got it locked up, though, personally. You guys are now 65 away from tonight's goal. You're about there. Thank you. Numero Uno says, check out her old TikToks. She's toned herself into a button-down librarian mode for this one. Oh, really? Oh, all right. Oh, fuck off. What's Rich Evans doing there? Numero uno with another one? Another one? There's no straight pride. Oh, wow. She's edgy as fuck.
Do not read the colony policy.
That's it. Okay, so she's kind of...
Perhaps you have simply...
Thank you, numero uno. Tone Lope says woman decides who have sex with her, men decide who gets a relationship. Oh shit. Filler Slit says, Aaron, can you do a whole stream acting like Perry Caravello? I'm sorry, I can't. I'll stroke out. I don't know how he's staying alive doing that fucking the way he is. Is she gonna give us anything good? Or is this just about, I'll tell you one thing. She's got me thinking that this Camille guy's a Melton level piece of shit. But other than that, Harry Sisson's a fuckboy. Do we get canceled for that now, being a fuckboy?
Unsent the message. And that's what I was talking about when I said, tried to get me to send him nudes because he pretended that he cared about the predation.
Whoa. Guys can do two things at once. Guys can be really disgusted by a pedo, and then as soon as a hot chick says we're cool, you can be like, I really want to see your tits. It's not an emotional thing. It's a physical thing.
So I said, I saw that, you freak. Are you drunk or something? Okay. But I didn't realize that until way later on, because then October 7th happened, and we were constantly arguing about that. So here is...
What a couple of fucking dorks. Then the Jews got attacked, and both of us 20-year-olds started talking about that all the time. Wow, that's great. And that's what I'd be reporting someone for. I'd be like, hey, my fuck buddy won't stop talking about Israel and Hamas. Can we get her canceled, please? Trying to get back to talking about pussy.
Me trying to call Harry because I was trying to talk to him about, Middle East stuff. He questions.
I'll talk to you about Hamas if you show me your tits. Harry, you know what? So far, Harry's Irie.
He says he's tired. I say whatever. He goes, you know what it's a perfect time for, though? Referring to nudes. I said...
what an asshole. Block him. Get rid of him. Drop him. He doesn't give a shit about what you think about Bibi Netanyahu. He wants to see your B.U. boobies. He doesn't want to see your B cups. He doesn't want to see your BB. He wants to see your B cups, baby. Cut him loose.
You're funny. Then he unsent a message, and I said, I saw that, you freak. Anyways. Then I had a phone call with the minor. He called me at like 10 p.m. I was like, what the fuck? I answer, and he's asking these really, really strange questions, and I'm like, what the hell? Come to find out, Harry and Camille were working together to try to get me to say something. So if I say anything in the future, I'd lose my credibility.
Well, Camille, can you have the 14-year-old call the slutty hot political chick and never say something perverted to the guy?
Okay. And here, I know it's small. I was trying to preserve ink.
That's what Harry Sison said.
And I know it's probably going to be backwards, too. Whatever. I'll post these more straight up next time. That is the fake cease and desist I received soon after.
I love that. Okay, I'm done with her, but we got a couple more here. But they're not that long. I love when people write you something online and then they pretend that's a cease and desist. I love when they go... hey, I'm asking you to stop this. And they go, that's a cease and desist. It's like, no, it's not. When Melton was panicking about the pedo stuff, he did that with me. And he tries to sweep that under the rug. He's like, oh, I told Aaron that he needs to stop. That's a cease and desist. I can take action. No, you can't. Sorry, bitch. Keep crying. Everybody's a fucking lawyer. Miss Tay with $5 says, for Gray Duckling, no wonder men don't listen to us. I mean, look, this woman clearly has an agenda. She's just the worst. If maybe Harry Sison is like a serial pervert, and I don't doubt that with that face, he fucking is, but she is the worst goddamn representative of this whole thing because she is not a victim. She had a fuck buddy, and her fuck buddy was a pervert. And not like an illegal pervert, just a nutless fucking pervert who wouldn't stand up to his boss when his boss was a creep. CJ with $5 says kleptogamy is when beta males use subversive tactics to F, because they can't compete on their merits. Thus, they pretend to be nice guys to disarm women. Oh, that's gross. Can't you just be a funny piece of shit? Always worked for me. Just be funny garbage. And not like garbage to them, but just like not the most sophisticated guy in the world. You know? Power Windows with a great point. He writes, October 7th and nudes. Weird combo. Yeah, keep fucking talking about Hamas. I'm almost there. Don't click. There is no Numero uno, Josh Denny fan says, unless she shows us the nudes at the end, I'm not into it. Hey, numero uno, I saw somebody in the chat say that Johnny banned you today. What'd you do to Johnny before we need to take a Harry Sison break for a little bit here. What'd you do to Johnny? This is the evening show. It's, a little less people than the morning show. We can do a little more one-on-one on this fine program. What'd you do to Johnny? Oh, MSO says that kid would be too old for Melton. Okay, well, that's fair. That's fair. You can shave all of Harry off. Well, no, the next one's like, what's this next one here? It's less than 2 minutes. This one's, there's another one that's 2:47. We won't do that one. But what'd you do to my boy Johnny? Said, LOL, it was the time 6 months ago. He got mad. I started telling him how fake and gay Elon is. And he banned you for that? You understand, people tell me how fake and gay I am every day, and I don't ban them for that? Jesus. No doing that. No banning numero. So what if numero uno Josh Denny fan is a double agent? That's the gayness of his life that he has to live with. I don't mind. He comes here and we have fun. If he goes to other shows and is like, I actually fucking don't like Aaron. I actually am cool with you. I don't give a shit. I mean, that sounds like a really fucking gay life to have to live. That doesn't really seem like something I have to concern myself with. That's your cross to bear. So I like numero uno Josh Denny fan. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I don't feel threatened by that kind of behavior because I stopped doing shit like that when I was in 3rd grade. So it doesn't, I see numero uno Josh Denny as like a wayward child. That's all. Plus, I'm sure he fucks with everybody. All right, so here's the this is a guy from Barstool Sports who's got some I don't know if he's got sympathy for Harry or what his position is, but he tweeted this. I don't think the Barstool guy is the guy in the video, but he tweeted this out.
What may be the upset of 2025, the internet's favorite Democrat, Harry Sison, is being canceled for having a roster of women and not telling any of them. And although this may be Harry's first true controversy among his fellow beloved leftists, the entire internet does now have to acknowledge that this man has some game. So recently, Harry has been posting with this girl. Fully appears that Harry's in a relationship, shaking his head at the haters, I would assume. But yeah, seems like he's in love. Now,
dude, that's so gay. Like, imagine internet people getting to you so much that you post a video of you with the girl you're fucking. See, guys, I'm not gay. It's like, well, I mean, you're having sex with a chick, yeah, but like that's still gay, dude. You're being gay right now.
Fortunately, Harry made a grave mistake. He forgot to clean up after himself before he hard launched. And a bunch of women started to make TikToks about how they thought they were in relationships with Harry. It includes this woman, Diana. Obviously, these are all allegations. And then Carly, who has been posting about it a bunch. She posted this Snapchat where Harry said, I'd F you after wine tasting, but that's just me.
That's what I was talking about. I'd fuck you raw after a wine tasting. Are you in the mood to get fucked raw after a wine tasting? That seems like a roses and candles, like R&B slow fuck kind of a night. Not like a, you've been a naughty girl kind of an evening. I mean, you break out different fucks for different occasions, Harry. Jesus.
James catches, puts up a 3, won't go. Rebound, Bosch, back out to Allen, his 3, bang! Then this user, American Hannah.
I don't like her. She's an opportunistic asshole.
Also described herself as a victim of Harry.
She's called, wait, did she, I didn't see that in the video. Did she really say she's a you ain't a victim of shit. You went into it eyes wide open. There's a saying that, women say to other women. Don't date on potential. Date what, when someone shows you who they are, believe them.
I don't want to downplay emotional damage.
I do.
Emotional manipulation. But I do want to make it clear. There's no accusations of crime against Harry.
Right.
The number one thing he did wrong, it appears, was being the effing man. People have
I like this guy.
Even started to make fan edits of all of his Snapchats. In total, it said Harry had a roster of over 11 women. Okay, bro. Harry's response to this hasn't been great. He hasn't apologized yet. There's a clip going around where he calls some of these individuals lunatics, which is something I would not recommend you.
Yeah, I'll say this. They're not lunatics. Look, if you're going to try and spin 11 pussy plates at the same time and they find out, you're fucked, dude. You made a big mistake. That is, I mean, Harry Sison should not have attempted to have a roster of 11 rotating women. That's fucking idiotic. And mean. I mean, we can say that. It's mean. It's insensitive. If the women all know about each other and everybody's cool with it, I mean, shit, my sexual history, who the fuck am I to judge? But if you're doing that, like, first of all, if you're fucking all of them, now you're talking about disease and, spreading shit and fucking up women's vaginas and shit. Don't do that. Don't be that guy. But, he didn't do anything illegal. Like, he's not breaking the law. Here's what he did. He's a fuckboy. He's dishonest. He's a piece of shit. And that's what happens when you put yourself up there. This is why I don't feel bad for Harry Sison. When you put yourself up there as holier than thou, and I'm pro-women and Republicans are all pieces of shit and blah, blah, and you're trying to spin 11 pussy plates at the same time, nobody's going to feel bad for you when you get found out. I feel bad for those 11 women that he was all like trying to fuck on the sly that didn't know about each other. I feel bad for them. That first woman in that first video, that was a fuck buddy who's mad that it didn't become something else. So it's a little different. But overall, I'll be honest with you guys, a little flabbergasted that Harry Sison is not a homosexual. That I still say the big takeaway from all of this is that Harry Sison isn't gay. I'm